Week 7, Best Bets NFL show, Fumbling the Bag podcast. If you're not listening, you're not winning money. Dre, tell the people what happened last week.
Dude, I went 3-0. You went, 4-1? The mystery man went 2-2. So we're winning.
Overall, it's been fine. 13,
Yes.
7-1 on the year for me on bets I'm actually making.
Yes, I am, 15-6 and 1 for my money picks. Overall, I'm, 42, 48, and 5.
Mm-hmm.
The mystery man, what is he?
He's like 7-7 or something. He's fine.
Okay, he's 500.
He's
Yes.
giving us fine picks. We're good with it.
Yeah.
But again, I feel bad because I'm giving the people the same thing, but you should keep listening. I'm giving you the hits.
Yes, I mean, we're doing the best we can, and we're doing a pretty damn good job thus far. I mean, it's only week 7, but we're doing good. We are doing really good. I'm proud of us.
Yeah, third of the way through, this is one of our better years. There we go.
Pat ourselves on the back.
There we go. I feel good. I'm happy about the outlook of the rest of the year, and we're gonna keep it moving. Again, good weeks for both of us last week. We got big news to address first, though. We got a couple wide receiver moves. Big injury moves, news.
Yes.
Sad injury news, really.
Right. What do you want to start with first?
We'll start with the obvious. Davante Adams goes to the Jets this week. I think it's a game too late. I think they needed him last night for that Bills game that the refs wanted to give the Jets really badly. End of my thing. On that.
I think it's a good move for them because familiarity. Rodgers is familiar with Davante. They both played with Green Bay at the same time. They were great together. I think it's a good move for both parties. I think it's a good move for Rodgers' career because he can extend it a little bit.
He
more.
can blame somebody else again because dude. He blamed Mike Williams at the end of that game.
Well, he did fall, though.
He threw him under the bus. He said he ran the wrong route, and it's like, I don't know. Taron Johnson made a great play. That's all I got to say. Go Bills.
I think he slipped and fell, and that was on Michael Williams, but I wouldn't have threw him under the bus for that. It happens.
He did it again, though. He just, everyone but himself, he does. Yeah.
I tell you what, football games don't come down to one play. It never come down to one play.
No, they don't. They come to many that the refs also had a hand in.
Yeah, there was some suspect calls last night. I will say that against the Bills.
Yeah, but furthermore, the good guys won, so we'll take that dub.
Hey, I got a dub on that one too.
And we'll take that dub as Cleveland's probably going to start cleaning house here too. The Bills did get Amari Cooper, gonna fulfill some sort of need at the wide receiver spot. We don't know how washed Cooper is. I think he's all right still, so it should be an immediate help to the team.
Oh, Cooper, we saw the season that he had last year. Yeah. Now Cleveland is in disarray right now, so it's hard to judge how he is, how to assess that. So I think he's going to help Buffalo tremendously. Yeah, I really do believe that's a good pickup. Actually.
I think it's I mean, it shows they're serious about winning, so I respect it. But we're going to move to our Detroit Lions here. They lose probably their second most important player besides Jared Goff, if we're going to be honest.
Yes.
Aiden Hutchinson breaks his fucking leg. There's no replacing this guy unless they make a big splash, and that means Myles Garrett, we're looking at you.
Right. I think Brad Holmes knows what's cooking. I think he understands that this is Super Bowl season, man. You got to go all out. If you got to give up those 2 first-round picks or maybe even 1, do what you got to do. But get somebody in here that can at least – do some of what Aiden Hutchinson did.
Yeah,
I think Myles Garrett is one of those dudes.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, Hassan Reddick, if you want maybe a discount guy, if he wants to play for us or for anyone.
Yeah, did you hear that the Jets were like, okay, we're gonna trade you?
Yeah, what would be cool to me too, because I think the Saints are officially bad again. Give me Chase Young.
I'll take Chase.
He's on that 1-year deal. Why not take a guy like that?
Man.
He's a guy that could easily get some pressures and get a few sacks. Let's see it. We need some sort of void filled there.
Yeah, they need the void filled. I'm afraid that Holmes will go the cheap route and try to put a Band-Aid on this, and it won't work. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You got to go all out.
It's
now,
just
man.
they got to make a move at this point. So many injuries. Barnes out
Yes.
for the season.
Yeah.
Davenport out for the season. Pecco even out for the season. I heard that
Is
today
he?
as
Oh,
well.
wow.
Yeah. Melifanu, he's coming back soon. He's been out a few weeks, but secondary's been awesome, by the way. Shout out Brian Branch.
Yeah.
So that they need to address that front seven and get some sort of difference maker there. Shout out to the Lions. We love you guys.
Oh man, the offense looks complete. Looks like well, Dallas's defense is suspect. And can we
Yeah.
talk about how they annihilated Dallas for a
Yeah.
second?
Oh yeah. They embarrassed them. It was.
I heard Jerry Jones went off on a couple radio guys today this morning.
Yeah, he did. It was his birthday got ruined a little bit.
I
But
know it did.
alas, I digress. One last thing. I believe it was Jonathan Allen out with a pectoral injury for the Commanders. And
Really?
or is it De'Aaron Payne? One of the two, De'Aaron Payne.
Got to be De'Aaron Payne.
De'Aaron
yeah.
Payne, sorry. It's not John. Yeah. Torn pectoral, that's going to affect their defensive line. A lot of what they're doing is with that front seven. That's why they got cooked by Lamar on Sunday. They have no secondary. Andre still thinks he can tackle Derrick Henry, but alas.
Man, I got Derrick Henry, man. I got him. Well, I mean, out of 10 times, I think I can get him one time
I
at
don't think
least.
you're ever getting him. He's so fucking fat. Can you run 20 miles an hour with pads on?
I used to could, yeah. Back in my 20s, man, I was, I was the athlete, as they say.
Maybe me and Andre join one of these recreational tackle
man.
football leagues. I don't know if
Forget
you've been
that,
seeing
man.
that, dude.
I don't know how good our insurance is
Yeah.
at our job.
Yeah,
It's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty good,
still.
but I'm not putting no pads on.
Heck no,
Going to work at 6 in the morning.
my
Hell
days
no.
are over, man.
Yeah.
Those sports days are behind me.
All right, let's go to our first lock of the week. I am going to go. Yeah, I almost forgot, Got to go back to the well here. Indianapolis against Miami -3. Sign me up again. I'm a sucker. I was sucker for that 2.5 last week. Didn't think they ever should have been dogs in that game. It was an easy win, and now they play a depleted Miami team. They showed me a little something against New England, but not much. So I'll take a team with Anthony Richardson coming back any day of the week.
It's not my money pick, but I'm gonna go with the Colts as well.
Oh man,
I feel like Miami is in a heap of trouble. They've been in a heap of trouble since Tua got hurt, and it's just been downhill. Colts haven't been great. Now, I mean, they did win last week. Now the Richardson debate. A lot of people are saying
they're doubting him.
Yeah, they're doubting him. Maybe Richardson shouldn't play. I'm like, look, he didn't even have a full rookie season last season. Let the man play and see what you got, and let him make his mistakes. He is going to get better, I presume.
I agree.
But you have to let him just go through that process, though.
Maybe, yeah, and with just the prospect of like who he's throwing to, also, it's like you're throwing to Pittman Jr., who's clearly hobbled.
Yeah, true.
Didn't do much last week. I think 2 catches, 19 yards, touchdown. Josh Downs, surprising, decent receiver.
Yeah.
Adonai Mitchell hasn't shown me much. Alex Pierce shows up here and there. Just a kind of like a unknown room. Give him a chance. Maybe Jonathan Taylor comes back this week too. Got to remember that he hasn't played in 2 weeks, so
they definitely need him.
That's their 1-2 punch right there, in my opinion. I just think they're kind of on their deathbed right now, man. Because I still don't think you see Tua after he's coming back from IR right away. I don't think he comes back in a month.
I don't think he should come back.
I don't think any of us do, but hey, Josh Allen played last night, and he probably most likely had a concussion, so that's the league.
He played pretty good, too, when he needed to play well.
Yeah,
he did.
He played well with that. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I got the Colts, too, at 3.
Yeah, so we'll take that. What's your first lock of the day?
My first lock is going to be the Washington Commanders at 7.5.
Funny you say that is my second lock of the week.
Listen, man, offensively, I know their offensive line is not the greatest. But Daniels he gets out of trouble. He makes complete throws too. I noticed that. You know what I mean? Like it's very accurate.
He's been making
it
makes a smart throw is what I've noticed.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
he's beyond a rookie. It seems like his rookie year.
Yeah.
I just think that he's just ready. He's just like he's ready. And we talked about the receivers.
Yeah, fun offense too. Ken Cliffsbury ran,
my
kind
goodness.
of, running a little wild, not wildcat, but he's running out the pistol,
Yeah,
a lot
man.
out the gun.
The offensive coordinator, he
RPOs.
knows what he has, and he's kind of like pulling stuff out of his ass.
Yeah,
a
they've
lot
been
of
they've been
times.
thriving a little bit. So
Yeah.
Panthers got nothing for
Right.
me. So that you just gotta go to the reverse side of this and be like, do I really want to bet on the Panthers? And I leaned
know,
them
right?
last week again. I have a Panthers addiction, and that stops today because left hand up for the Commanders. They're gonna do it to them.
Well,
Easy.
I think too. We figured out the teams have figured out Dalton.
Yeah.
At first, he was like he's not surprised, but you didn't.
I
He was
think
like we
that-
haven't seen Dalton.
I think
in a
the
while.
team was hyped up to play for him.
Yeah,
too, just
that's
because how
who-
bad
yeah.
they were playing.
Exactly. So things have come down to earth.
Bryce Young could be
Reality
coming
has
back
kicked in.
soon.
Maybe.
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 You don't know. Maybe they give him another chance. He was the number
Why
one
not,
pick after all.
Right. They should give him another chance though, but because he is the future if he can play.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you have to see if he can play though. Still,
Yeah.
he did 1 full year, I guess, and what 2 or 3 games.
Just with the worst roster of
With the
all
worst
time.
roster, too,
That's
yes.
So the only thing that's impressed me about Dalton that like Bryce Young, he couldn't unlock Deontay Johnson. And that's like your main possession receiver. That's why they traded for him.
True.
And at least he's pulling his weight. Throw
Yeah.
the ball to him.
That's true.
He's open all the fucking time.
Yeah, it seems like the chemistry wasn't there between Young
Yeah,
and him. So,
I agree.
hey, you got to move on though, right? But I think Carolina is just they're not doing anything this year. I got the Panthers at 7.5. That's a money pick right
You mean
there.
Washington 7.5?
Washington.
We're betting, yeah. Commanders here, left hand up, both of us. Locks for both of us.
Locks.
I have one more lock, and it's not what you expect, and it comes from the game of the week, Detroit and Minnesota. We got to talk about this game. This is biggest game of the week in my opinion. I'm actually going to look through the games really quick and make sure I'm not mistaking any good football teams playing that. I guess San Francisco, Kansas City's playing, but right now, Lions look great.
Oh, don't sleep on the Ravens Tampa Bay game.
Oh, that's okay. That's like number 3. This is if you're a Midwest person.
I think this is game of the week though throughout the league though.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
This game's usually closer than people believe. Like,
Yeah.
I can see people thinking like, "Oh, it's the Lions about to tear." Of course, I like the Lions plus 2.5. Come on, man. Like, am I gonna bet it though? I'm a little concerned.
About that Hutchinson injury, right?
Yeah. So, as breaking my own rules,
Okay.
I'm gonna give you an under/over for my pick of the week. It's over 50 points in that Detroit-Minnesota game. It's gonna be points galore. I see 57 getting scored in that. 30-27, 30-24.
Wow. Okay.
That Hutchinson injury is going to really affect things, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So Minnesota got lucky there. I think they can put up a good amount of points. Not saying that either team wins or loses. And the Lions are a wagon, man. They put up, again, 500 yards last week. They're averaging like the 3rd most yards in the league per game. 2nd best rushing offense next to Baltimore. I mean, the Gibbs, Montgomery duo just does it for me.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
love watching it so much. I mean, they were shitting on Dallas, too, putting Dan Skipper at the wideout position.
Man, they was trying to clown Dallas.
Hooking ladders to Sewell. If you already seen you seen replays of that game, go watch. It was embarrassing.
Yeah, it was a work of art for Detroit. But I think this particular game, Minnesota does have defense now. I don't think it'll be
they
a
do.
walk in the park, in terms of scoring for Detroit. I think they'll get theirs, though. And I think Minnesota will get theirs as well.
And Minnesota coming off their bye as
It's
well.
a bye, yeah.
So
they are well prepared.
they're prepared. They prepared for these guys. but
Yeah, I like that. I'm not gonna
they
jump.
just- yeah.
Jump on the bandwagon on it, but yeah, that's a decent bet.
Fi-
And I will
50.
take Detroit to win that game, although they are underdogs.
Yeah, I would too. I'm not gonna say no to that.
This is the first time. I wonder with Hutchinson, they probably wouldn't have been underdogs. It might have been a minus
No.
one to pick them.
Yeah, it'd have been probably pick 'em
Yeah.
-1 or something.
This is probably going to be
Detroit.
one of the only times that Detroit will be underdogs too, if you really think about it for the rest of the year.
Yeah, maybe.
because they don't play Baltimore
Yeah,
this
because
season.
even
right?
like they play Buffalo at home, like they'll.
That's at home.
Yeah, they'll be favored.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the pick. I like the money pick. I'm taking Detroit.
Detroit,
That
yeah.
that
For
being
that,
the
yeah, I lean
underdogs.
Detroit too. Oh,
For
you got any more
sure.
money picks for the week, or you?
I got
That was all I
two
got. I'll
more.
recap those and.
I got
go for it.
Green Bay Packers -2.5 against the Texans. Packers are at home. Texans don't play as
Rolling.
well on the road. I think Love is back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think he's kind of like got his footing back. They're playing with a lot of confidence. I like the way they're running the ball. I like the way that the offense is going. I like the defense actually, the way the defense has played. I think I just something about this game. I just think, and I'm looking at the spread, -2.5 against the Texans. Huh?
I see a 3 on DraftKings. Like I lean
Okay.
Houston, so I would take a 3. You obviously with Green Bay take a 2.5 if you can
Right.
get it. Obviously, this is a gambling.
Yeah,
a little
you know.
foresight into how you bet something. Like again, multiple
Right.
sports books. You're looking through the books. You go to
Yeah.
odds checker. You see, oh, I can get a better line here.
True.
You take that line.
Take that line. Take the best line you can, and you might, because I'm probably gonna play this early, just in case this line changes to 3. Because
Yeah,
3,
'cause
all
they go
bets are
across
off for
the
me.
board. Yeah.
Because I think it could be a field goal game.
No, I think it's gonna be a stupid game. I guess it's another. That might be also game of the week contention. We got a few
Yeah,
of these.
yeah,
this
we
week.
tripping. I forgot. Yeah,
I actually
Texans
got
and
a
Green
few.
Bay.
Yeah, it's a good game. What's wrong with me?
And guess what? The 2 of the 3 games are NFC North teams.
Exactly. Yeah. Best division in football right
Yeah.
now. So, what's your
So that's
last?
my second one. And my last one is going to be the Jets Pittsburgh game. I'm going to take the under.
I knew you were gonna
38 and a
fucking
half.
say that. Oh my god.
Now it was at first it was I believe 36.5 before the Davante Adams trade.
It was 34. No way.
It was 36.5.
36.
Yeah, so it went up 2 points.
Yeah.
Davante's worth that much.
Yeah, he is.
So, I'm still going with the under. I think Pittsburgh can't score. Okay. They're challenged in terms of scoring. And Russell Wilson may play in that game. The coach said it.
The danger witch is coming out.
Tomlin said that I guess he was asked, but
Man.
he was saying that he may play. So I'm like, oh, okay. Why are we doing this right now? Whatever. Like I said, Pittsburgh is offensively challenged.
They both are. It's
Jets
gonna
are
be
too.
yeah. I guess it's gonna be a struggle of a game or the overhits in the second quarter.
I know.
And it's
yeah.
gonna be
like
one
last,
of those.
last night.
Yeah, you remember I think there was a game last year where it was like that. It was like a Steelers like Jets kind of game where we're like, oh, it'll be like 34.5, and they had 35 points at halftime.
It was crazy.
So
that could happen.
You do watch out for these kind of games.
I take my chances though, because Pittsburgh's at home. They play better defense at home, with the exception of that Dallas game, and they played Dallas pretty well until the
Should have
last
won
possession.
that, but they
Yeah.
still should have won that game.
I really feel they should have.
Yeah, Dallas, you guys suck.
Right. So yeah, I got Pittsburgh. Well, I got the under 38
Under
and a half.
30, all
And
right.
for that game, the spread. What is the spread on that game?
Oh, the Jets game? It's
Yeah,
a
Jets
1.5.
Oh yeah, Pitt
Jets,
is Pitt's underdog.
Pitt's dog there.
I'll take Pitt.
Dude, I would take Pitt. I
Yeah.
think Jets go to 2-5, and it's like all hell. Everyone starts just getting fired in New York.
Well, they already got rid of the coach.
People are jumping off buildings, the Empire State Building or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's like it's over again, and then the Bills are good, and
Well, the offensive
I'm
coordinator
happy.
got he didn't get fired, but he's not the offensive coordinator anymore for that team. So, and that was
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers' boy.
Yeah, I forgot about Hackett too. They just
He got
said
demoted.
go sit in the corner. And
Yeah.
you get to hang out still and get paid, so that's pretty cool.
Hey, that's all right.
Yeah, that's a good
Shoot.
gig. Wish I was him.
Yeah, they can't blame him for anything.
No.
Anymore.
So we're here doing this podcast instead. All right, let's go through locks real quick. Detroit, Minnesota over 50 for me. Washington -7.5. Indy -3.
And for me, Commanders 7.5, Green Bay Packers 2.5, and the under in the Jets Pittsburgh game at 38.5.
All right, what is our mystery pickers picks? Do you have a? We gotta bring out our phones for this. Hey,
Let's see, I should have.
we're all about inclusion in the show. You want to give us picks? Hey,
Let's see.
I see it. I'm in the
You
group
got
chat.
it?
Yes, sir. For the mystery picker, 2-2 last week. I hope he has some of the same leans as us. He has games we didn't even talk about. So this should be fun. Denver Broncos -2 on Thursday. Philly -3.5. I was thinking about that one. Atlanta Falcons -2.5.
Yeah,
I
I
like
thought
that one
about that
too. Yeah. And Bengals.
Oh, he's taking
That
Bengals.
number's way off. I would have to ask him. I'm fine with him getting a 4.5 on Cincy, but that number's 6.5 now.
Okay.
And I still lean the 6.5 Bengals. So
No
he's
doubt.
got
No doubt.
That's an extra early line or something. He sent it to us this morning too, so something happened there. Anyways, let's just go over the picks for the week. Thursday night football, Denver, New Orleans. New Orleans, 2-point dogs here at home. Spencer Rattler probably starting. I like New Orleans here.
Spencer Rattler. He made his way, didn't he?
They had 27 points at half against the Bucks, and then it went south, and they got 30-0 or something silly.
Well, didn't he start at Oklahoma and then got benched?
Got pissed, and then went to South Carolina. Yeah. He was like a 6th-round pick. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And he seems to be, doing something for the Saints. Because they are, well, that was his first start last game. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going Broncos. I'll follow the mystery man on this one.
All right, let's keep it rolling. Back in London, Devil's number, Jacksonville, 5.5-point favorites over New England. Give me Jacksonville anytime, guys, anytime.
I'm gonna go with Jacksonville again. They broke my heart last game though. They got annihilated by Chicago, the NFC North team that I said was gonna make the playoffs. People quote me on that one.
Losing money that early in the morning hurts so. You feel like you have such a problem when that happens. I felt it, and then proceeded to bet all day long and win. So that's my prerogative.
Jacksonville. I'm gonna take them, but they are a shit show right now.
It's the Devil's number, but I'm still taking that number.
Yeah.
Houston, Green Bay. Andre already alluded to. He's Green Bay. I am Houston. We both alluded to Detroit, Minnesota. We both lean Detroit. Seattle, Atlanta. Atlanta 3-point favorites at home. I like Atlanta.
I'm going with Atlanta as well. If I can get a 2.5, man, that might be my money pick. One of my money picks.
Yeah.
But at 3, I'll take. I'm just taking Atlanta. Just overall pick.
Like I said, I wrote these lines before we record the show. Yeah, Cincinnati, Cleveland's at 6.5. Mystery man, get your 4.5. I'll let you have that one. Because it's all about time and place with betting. Don't ever forget that. Some person might have that number. Had that number at 3 on Sunday.
Yeah, no
Who's
doubt.
for me to tell you, what you bet and don't bet? I like Cincinnati -6.5. Still, I know.
I'm still rolling with Cincy at 6.5. Yeah, Cleveland is terrible, man. I'm sorry. Deshaun used to be my guy when he came into the league, but he's digressed, and it's not all his fault.
Yeah, 25 lawsuits settled, 17 touchdown
his mind
passes
is
thrown.
probably not into football right now.
It ain't.
But Cleveland's mind is not into football right now.
They're screwed. All right, let's keep it going. Buffalo, Tennessee. Buffalo 8.5-point favorites. Lean the Bills. Come on now.
I got to go with the Bills on this one. Yeah.
You already know.
Enough said.
Miami, Indy, we alluded to. Both were Indy 3. That was one of my best bets. I see Philly Giants at 3 right now. I still lean Philly. I do. I lean Philly there.
I still would have to go Philly. Although they're not looking that great, in my opinion. And this probably is a field goal game. And this probably be a wash, It'll be a push. But I'll go Philly. I'm going to go Philly.
Yeah, I go Philly. Washington, we're both locked in on. Rams 7-point favorites over the Raiders. That's fucking crazy. Give me the Raiders.
I'm going Rams. The Raiders, we see what the Raiders are doing. They're on their way down.
So are the Rams.
Well,
I just don't think they I think the Rams can win the game. I just don't think they cover. I really think Vegas can win that game.
I'm thinking, man, Vegas knows something that we don't know. This was going to be one of my money picks, but I took a step back. But I still will take the Rams though at -7.
Kansas City, San Francisco, probably your game of the week. That's the 4 p.m. game, I believe. Or no, is that
It's a 4:25.
Okay. They're not Sunday Night Football?
Um,
Oh, Steelers, Jets.
Steelers, Jets is,
Steelers,
yeah.
Jets. Okay. Just give me Kansas City. They can't stop winning.
Yeah. I'll take Kansas City. San Fran, they're a little shaky right now.
They're
a lot of injuries.
They do need that game desperately, though, at
They
2
do
and
need
3.
that game, though.
So, they were on the bye last week.
This is
too,
actually
correct?
going to be a Super Bowl game.
Rematch, yeah, the rematch.
The rematch.
Ugh. Hate those teams. No offense to the fans. Ugh. Just not for me. Monday Night Football, Baltimore, Tampa Bay. Give me Tampa Bay plus 3.5 there.
I'm going to take. I'm going to take Baltimore.
Fair enough. And the last game of the week, that wasn't Jets Pittsburgh. We talked about that too. You said also Pittsburgh, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we lean. Yeah, we both lean Pittsburgh. Fuck the Jets. Davante, you just put yourself in a worse situation. But alas, last game of the week, kind of a stinker. But Chargers at Arizona. Arizona 2.5-point home favorites. Give me Arizona plus 2.5.
I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Okay, sorry for some sort of audio difficulty there, but we were talking about the, let's see what we got. Yeah, Arizona Chargers. You were on Chargers?
I'm on Chargers for this particular game, yes.
I'm on Arizona. Forgot to give my total picks for the year so far as well at the top of the show. 44, 43, and 1 on the year. I'm hanging right at 500, but again, money picks been hitting. Please listen to those. They're always given at the beginning of the show. We do that's why the show has become this over just us talking about every game. A, saves us a lot of time. B, saves you a lot of time, and you don't have to listen to fluff.
Right, yes. At the top of the show, I mean, we coming with the money picks. Hey, it's all about the money, right?
That's all they care about here, so... Oh, man. Shout out Shane McMahon. I wonder if he's a degenerate like his daddy. Probably fucking Lee.
Stunning like my daddy.
Oh, God. All right. Fumbling the bag, week 7. We're going to come back at you probably this week with a couple special things. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching, listening up to this point. Like, subscribe, all the good shit. We love you.
Thank you.